Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now as we transition from Samhain to Yule, I thought it would be good to talk about the darker days coming ahead and the celebration of the darkest time of the year. We see often December as a very dark month that's illuminated by candles and fires flickering, fir trees, Christmas trees dotted with beautiful colours. We have December nights that are warmed by logs crackling and popping in our fireplaces, the smoky smell of burning wood drifting in the air. We decorate our homes with mistletoe and herbs drying here and there. The air in our homes and hearths are usually very sweet from all the Christmas cookies that we bake. Now the darkest time from Samhain to Imbolc falls during Yule. And to many pagans, this symbolizes the time of spiritual activity. It's usually the time where we witness more paranormal occurrences. There's more spirits lingering about in the shadows. Yuletide is in a way just like Samhain. However, it is a time not to look back into the year and what you achieved, but it's a time to look forward, to look ahead, and to make a plan for the upcoming season. Lots of people use Yule as a divination time. Some people toss a shoe over their left shoulder, whilst others do tarot readings and more modern ways of divination. Now, a folk tradition of tossing a shoe over your left shoulder was quite popular back in the day, and if the shoe landed upright, the prediction of the upcoming season was positive. It means it's going to be good and probably good news await you. A lot of people, especially in my culture, on Yule and or sometimes Christmas Eve, we often look at the weather. Some people also look at the day of Sylvester, and other people call this day the New Year's Eve. And it depends what the weather is on the New Year's Eve. It means that the year is going to feature mostly that weather. It becomes quite natural for most people. And people also look out to recognize signs and omens that occur within local species and ecosystems, watching the way animals behave to predict what the upcoming year has in store for them. Now, as we approach and go into Yule, it is a perfect time to take some rest. A lot of time during Yule we get so busy, Christmas is upcoming and you have family coming over. For many of us it is a time that's quite busy, preparing gifts for relatives if they are non-pagan, or even if they are pagan and you want to give them a gift, because giving gifts is simply wonderful. So you make lots of plans with family, seeing people, and at some workplaces you have parties coming up. So it's important that just before Yule to spend a few days to rest. So as I mentioned before, Yule, or the winter solstice as some people call it, is the longest night of the year. Even though the days are becoming shorter and more dark, there is always hope that light will return. Some people light candles in windowsills to symbolize that light, for whoever is outside and is looking for that warmth. Many people take part in traditions that do date back for many years. One of them being caroling, decorating the Christmas trees, cooking, baking recipes that have been passed down through family generations. For us that are pagan or Wiccan or any sector of natural belief system, It is a good time to honor the goddess, the gods, our Mother Earth, and of course the ancestors, for all that we have around us. It is a time of gratitude. You can raise a glass of your favorite drink or a bit of mulled cider or mulled wine in honor of your ancestors and the gods around us, and say a big thank you. Of course, as December moves on, we are approaching a Capricorn season. So on December the 21st, our sun enters the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, of course, is an earth sign and is associated with the more earthly, mundane, everyday matters such as work, daily rituals. This Capricorn energy will support you by helping you to get the practical things down and completed before the start of New Year. It's a brilliant time to try and organize yourself and plan for the year ahead. There is a lot happening in our northern hemisphere skies. The planet of Mars is going to be quincunx to Uranus, and you could be making some adjustments or needing to take little compromises to keep peace in your household. Of course, that comes quite natural as we approach Christmas and see more people. We don't always agree with everyone, so arguments can arise, and this is a good time to remember to just compromise, just nod and say yes. Or if you disagree with something, just wave your hand, oh, it's fine, dismiss it. This is a time where you should be quite peaceful and enjoy that peace and serenity of the season and darker days. We also have the Mercury-Saturn sextile that may emphasize going every single last detail, focusing on sometimes quite unnecessary things. Now, it is all good to be organized, but it's also very, very important for you to take time for yourself, to not sweat the small details. Now, the last aspect of Yule Day is the moon and the sun trine. Now, everything should go over without any issues. So you'll enjoy good celebrations this year with your family. Let's have a small look at Christmas in terms of astrology. Now, I think I mentioned before on one of my social media accounts, the moon is going to be entering the sign of Gemini on December the 24th, early in the morning. And it's all about communication with your friends and family. We also see Venus trine Neptune in sort of afternoon time-ish on Christmas Day, the 25th of December, casting a very lovely glow of love, of spirituality over our celebrations. So we have a lot of wonderful astrological things happening in our skies that might impact our everyday life during the season. Let's have a little look at the full moon. Now, the full moon is sometimes called in the winter season the cold moon. My grandma, bless her soul, would always say, if the moon has a circle around it, it's going to be a very cold day tomorrow, and it's probably gonna snow depending on the color of the halo. Now, the first full moon we're going to experience is going to be on December the 26th, and it's going to be a Cancer moon. So now, Cancer moon is going to try and help us to nurture ourselves. So it's important to maybe curl up with a decent book, cook something homely and wholesome and filling. and find some quality time with your family, or if you're alone, take some time for self-care and self-love practices. After Christmas and of course the 26th, Boxing Day, we approach the new year. Now our moon will enter the sign of Virgo on December the 31st. So if you're planning a party, Virgo moon is very good because you'll be able to see the details when planning and organize your party appropriately. We also experience dark moon, and that is the first new moon of 2024, which falls on January 11th. Now this moon is going to be about formulating plans for the coming months. So if you haven't made your plans before Yuletide or in December, this is a good time to write anything down, to focus on your dreams and your goals, to try and manifest them through different ways. You may want to also focus on creating and releasing energy that will help you manifest these dreams, and bring them into reality. Now as the dark moon passes, we'll be entering the Aquarius season on January the 20th. Now Aquarius is an air sign, and it's all about staying connected and sharing interesting ideas. During this season, many of us are able to think more outside the box and come up with better solutions to our problems, or how to manifest things at a faster rate. Many air signs are focused on communication in one form or another. Getting together with different groups of friends and family and hearing out what they have to say and their opinions can help us out to be our best and to achieve much better. A lot of people do cleansing rituals on Yule as well. So you can cleanse and bless your home at midwinter. You can incorporate intentions into it with the added benefit of harmonizing your household and your home in order to promote balance and serenity for the season. Some people like to use for cleansing sleigh bells, wood-based incenses like pine, juniper, frankincense and cedar. Some people pick more sweet and spicy incenses like vanilla, clove and cinnamons. So when you're cleansing your space, it might be worth for you to use different incenses to promote tranquility and embrace the season. So thank you for joining me. I hope you got some ideas about things that you might want to do during this Yule season and of course darker months. I thank you for joining me today, for listening to the video. I really hope that you found something new, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope to see you very soon, and have a blessed winter.